Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Last week we did Austin's in the bag, and this week we're going to do my starting off. Got this bag here. It is an Innova bag. I don't know what kind it is. It was $30 when I got it, so if that helps you out at all. Before we go into this, just keep what I'm carrying: cloth, dog bags, mini. Also carrying a dynamic disc chalk sack. Then usually I have like my dog leash and stuff. To get started, we'll just kind of go in with my putting putters, which are the Pures. Carry two Moonshine glow in the dark. Pretty cool. Probably the coolest disc in my bag. Next, I carry two P model. This one's an Ace line, and this one I don't know what this one is. I can't remember, but Austin gave me this one. I bought this one. This one's more overstable. This one flies very straight. I don't know if you can see that. It's very warped because I hit a tree very hard and bent it in half. But these are my approach discs, my throwing putters, pretty much anything 200 feet, 250 feet and in, throwing these. Next, the most important disc in the bag is my Get Freaky Zone. This is a Crystal Flex, probably my favorite disc ever made. I have a lot of these, but this one's my favorite because it was my first one. I also am throwing, we'll move on to mid-ranges here. I carry 3 mid-ranges total. Big Z Buzz, this thing just goes straight, that's all it does. This is my MD3. Austin also gave me this disc. Almost all of my discs Austin gave me, or I bought from him. Kind of do an exchange. This thing's just a little bit more overstable than the Buzz. And then I have this Kanza Crush from our last tournament, and this is a Gator, a Star Gator. Very overstable. Don't really throw it that often, but when I need to, I have it. Next, we'll move on to Fairways, and I probably carry more Fairways than anything, but I don't throw them all. So this is a T-Bird. I found this one, had no number or anything on it, so it's very beat in, so it flies pretty much straight with a pretty consistent finish. It's good for forehand, backhand. Then next I have this Instinct. Basically a T-Bird, but this one's just not beaten, so it's very overstable, mid-range, or not mid-range, fairway. Next, I don't know if this will stay in the bag for very long, but this is my understable fairway. It is a Leopard 3 Champion. Also found it with no name on it, and this is, I mean, it's a great disc. I just don't know how much I'll use it because of the other discs I have in my bag. Next is my, this is a, I believe it's a Color Glow Champion Eagle. This is also the Kanza Crush stamp from the last tournament. I really have grown to like these. I have 2 of these, and I love these Eagles. I used to throw a Volt before. I lost it, so I got one of these. They're pretty similar, a little different, but pretty similar. Next is probably my second favorite disc, and that is the ESP Undertaker. I can throw this thing straight, and it will go straight, and it will finish straight, and it will never do anything but go straight, unless I put a lot of power on it, and then I can get to go a little understable, but it's pretty much just going to go straight no matter what. So, very useful disc to have. And then next are my 2 utility discs. I have a Firebird, Champion Firebird. I'll throw this more as a forehand, not as much as a utility of disc, but I also carry a Splice for, I'm usually not throwing this unless I'm in a bad spot, so that's what I have this for. But these are both pretty useful discs to have. Next up, we'll go into distance drivers. Maybe I have more distance drivers than anything, I guess, from the looks of it. I doubt this will stay in here very long, but I kept this from our starter pack challenge video, and it is a Avenger SS. This thing is too understable, I think, for me. It just turns into a roller, which is useful too, so got that. We have the Champion Beast. There's a long story that goes along with this one, but I won't bore you. This is my roller disc, or if it's not windy, this is my straight flying distance. This is probably my go-to distance. This is an Discmania X-Out CD3. Austin gave me this one. I love this disc. The plastic is great. It's the Innova before they moved their manufacturing, so it's an Innova made, so it's basically just a Champion. But I love the way this feels and throws, and I can get to throw really consistent straight with some finish on the end, so this is a great disc. Also from a starter pack challenge is a Champion Destroyer. I usually have some form of a destroyer, whether it's a star or a Champion. I like the way this one stamps or dyed, kind of the red, white, and blue, which I think is cool. So that's what this is. Now, right now I'm kind of in debate on this part of my bag. I just got this from this tournament we're doing. I got this ahead of time. Is a Innova Excalibur, and then I have a PD2 here. They're both super overstable distance drivers. I'd say they're more utility discs than distance drivers for me. But yeah, if it's super windy or I need a super far left or right shot, I'm gonna throw these guys. And then for my distance, I have a Nuke, ESP Nuke. This thing's pretty cool. Austin also gave me this disc. So yeah, I appreciate Austin for being my sponsor of the bag, but this is just, I throw this a lot for forehands. If it's windy, I'll throw this over, like, say, a destroyer, a little more overstable. So, and then last but not least, one of my friends also gave me this, and this is a Star Corvette, so a little less stable than the Nuke, but still super stable. I think it is a 14.6 -1.2. So this thing, I can get this thing to go really far. Probably my farthest flying disc. Yeah, so we have a tournament coming up this weekend. Me and Austin are on the same card, so that's exciting. We'll see how it goes, see who wins. I'm sure we'll post a video about it so you guys can see it. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.